Welcome back to another broadcast of Yoga Teacher Training Countdown. So once again, my name is Ashley and I'm doing a little countdown, so daily videos leading up to our next yoga teacher training, which is happening in June. So it's a quick intensive, it's 16 days and it's gonna be awesome. It's in Tomah, Wisconsin at Alley Cat Yoga. So Dave Friends and myself are co-leading that. More information at alleycatyoga.net. Today, the topic that I'm talking about is the importance of time off. And this is actually very fitting since yesterday I did not make a video because it was Saturday and I was doing other things and needed a day off. So when you become a yoga teacher or really any profession that you're in, even if you absolutely love it, it's so important to take a day off. Usually I would recommend a day off every single week. So picking a day like Saturday or Sunday, or maybe it's a midday during the week, that you can just unplug and do the things that you want to do or that recharge your spirits, like spending time with family, reading your favorite book, not having to be there for anyone else but yourself. So important. And sometimes you need to give yourself a little bit of wiggle room. So if you do work from home or if you're an entrepreneur, there might be days that come up that you just have to take off because something comes up. And so then you can work around and adjust your schedule. But it is so important to take some time off, which is why even in our intensive 16-day training, we do have a 3-day break, or is it 4 days? I think it's 3 days stuck right in the middle. The reason for that, so 8 days and then a 3-day break and then 8 more days. The reason for that is because we know the importance of time off. It's time to allow you to recharge, to come back rejuvenated, regenerated, and also time to catch up if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed. And this is what we did in my teacher training that I attended. Dave and myself actually went to the same training. That's where we met. We had 1 week on, so 7 full days. And then we had a full week off, which was during 4th of July, just to give us a little bit of a break. And then we did the next week to finish up. So ours was only 2 weeks, but we did have a week off in between. And what we found, and the studio that we went to found, was that was much more successful than having the 2 weeks straight. The previous year that I attended, actually, they did 2 weeks just straight back to back. You don't get a break. And it was really hard for a lot of the participants. But having that week in between was so helpful for me, just to chill, to work on some things, to think about and process what I just went through, and then to come back like, yeah, okay, I can do this. And I actually think a week was a little too much, which is why we have 3 or 4 days. So it's like a long weekend rather than a full week. And we want you, if you are traveling from out of town, to be able to not have to just hang out like I did for a week. I was in Dallas, so I just kind of hung out and sat around for a while, ate a lot of chocolate, looked at my notes, went to some classes. But after like 3 or 4 days, it did get a little boring. So we're giving you a three days or so to have that break. And we're hoping that that is what's really going to really help our students as they grow into teachers. And then let's see, staying up to date in the world. That's a totally different topic. Staying up to date in the world, when you get to be into yoga and all this kind of really fun stuff, I think it's really fun stuff. It can be very easy to immerse yourself so much into this world that you forget there's an outside world like football and pop culture and all of that. So even though this is very exciting and there's so many books and stuff you can read, it's still important to ask the person next to you or say hi to the person on the bus and ask them what's going on. One of our challenges is to do a news fast. So that means staying away from news, regular media, maybe it's even Facebook, social media, news sites or news channels or even the newspaper, and ask people what's going on in the world. And you're going to find so much more when you have that connection and communication with someone else. So still staying up to date. Of course, yes, you can find things through Facebook and Twitter and stuff, just not getting, you can tend to get sucked into that. So there's a good fine balance, but you do want to stay up to date in the world and, know what's going on, know what day it is, know what holiday's coming up, stay up to date with your students, with your teachers, ask them how their family's doing. It's one of those kind of customer service type things that even though you're there to teach yoga, you still have to be that personable presence. And that's a skill that can be learned. A lot of these things don't come naturally, and not even to me. I'm not naturally, I don't think I am naturally a very talkative person. I'm actually quite shy, and that might be hard to believe, but I really am. And behind the mask of video and social media, that can be, for me, with practice, it's gotten much easier for me to put myself out there, but I'm actually really shy. So I have had to work to get to know people, to be more comfortable in front of people, to talk to people and ask them questions. And so that is not something that just comes naturally for someone and not for others. That's something that you can work on quite easily. It's just doing it, getting out of your comfort zone and talking to people. How awesome is that? And you can do that anywhere you are. You might even start online too, so you can ask people what's going on. Just be careful not to scroll too much on Facebook or get too engrossed in social media, because that can be very draining. So even time off from social media, if you're big into marketing and advertising like I am, or liking to be online and putting yourself out there in that way, taking time off from the computer, from screens, from all of that, so important. Unplug. And now with summertime coming up, it's just so great to be able to step away and get outside and just be with the world. So these were two very different topics, but I did want just to really stress the importance of taking time off. When I worked as a full-time yoga teacher, or when I was teaching a lot more classes, 15 to 20 a week, I would always have at least one day off. And that was usually Saturday, actually. And then I taught a lot of other classes, or I would have Friday evening until Sunday evening off. So I had kind of like a day and a half, maybe 2 days off, which was so, so nice. And I did find that when I picked up sub requests, or actually subbed and added more classes on that Saturday, it was a lot harder for me to feel rejuvenated and to feel as powerful and energetic as I usually would. So when I take a day off, I might do my own yoga practice, just a little bit, something light, or just spending time with family and doing things that you just like ask yourself, what do I want to do? So when you have a day off, instead of saying, what do I need to do today? Ask yourself, well, what do I want to do today? And from there, you're going to get a nice, wonderful day off. So even if you are a workaholic, I really encourage you to take time for yourself and to enjoy that time and to, start feeling better. And it's all about balance. So balancing work, life, work and play, and all of that. Okay, that is my little daily countdown video for the day. Feel free to say hi in a comment. My website is ashesyoga.com. Right now it's currently down. Actually, let me check this real quick. ashesyoga.com. Oh, it's back up. Good. I forgot to update or what was it? I forgot to register my domain name. I think that was the issue and had expired like 3 days ago. And of course I took a couple days off, so I didn't notice. My bad. But I got that figured out, just played a little IT person and got that done. So my website is back up, ashesyoga.com. I have some interesting and fun stuff up there, different resources, different courses, and ways to work with me. I hope to see you again soon. Keep in touch. We're going to keep doing these countdown videos. If there's a specific topic you would like to hear about, just let me know. And otherwise I'll continue talking about whatever topic strikes me or whatever I turn to in my yoga teacher training notebook or manual. Okay, have a great night. I'll chat with you tomorrow. Bye.